ADP private payroll data is out. Steve Liesman joins us from Washington this morning with with those numbers. Hi, Steve.
Morning, Becky. Yeah, a beat on the ADP number here. 104,000 versus a 64,000 estimate, and reversing the negative number from last month. I'll talk about the revision in a second. But the goods sector doing what it's been doing, about plus 31,000. Service sector, 74,000. And there's the non-farm payroll estimate. Remember, ADP is only estimating private payrolls and not really even trying to mimic the BLS, just doing its own thing and saying, here's what our data show about national job growth. June was revised to minus 23 from the original minus 33. Small business back in the game here, plus 12,000. Had been down the prior 2 month. Medium and large business both at 46,000. By industry, well, there's leisure and hospitality again, plus 46,000. Financial activities, plus 28. Trade, transportation, and utilities up 18,000. Construction, part of that goods producing number that we told you. And the weird number here, the education and health services down by 38,000. That has been a perennial source of job growth. Looking at wage gains, job stayers remaining unchanged, plus 4.4%. But if you change jobs, you get a 7% raise. That's up 0.2 from the prior month. ADP chief economist Neil Richardson writing in the report, our hiring and pay data are broadly indicative of a healthy economy. Employers have grown more optimistic that consumers will remain resilient. Becky, I can tell you from our CFO Council meeting that we do every Monday before or Tuesday before the Fed meeting, similar commentary from the CFOs about the resilient consumer. You saw a little bump up in confidence the other day, although jobs being hard to get did increase a little bit, Becky.
Steve, this is all a precursor to the jobs report we get on Friday. What's the estimate for that right now? Do you know?
Straight up at 100,000. So, okay. Pretty decent number. I think there's a tick up seen in the unemployment rate, so still pretty low. I have to warn people that the last several months, ADP has been off in a pretty big way, about a 92,000 average absolute miss on ADP. But over the course of a year, it's right in line. So they get there. How do they get there? Actually, the BLS revises much more than ADP. So I think it's hard to make a bet on tomorrow's or Friday's number based on ADP. But over time, I think the ADP does a fine job of telling us where the job market is at least the private sector. And you need an asterisk on that right now, because as you know, the president has been reducing the federal employment. And so that's going to show up in a way. So we'll have to kind of parse those numbers and say what the private sector is doing, and here's what the government sector is doing.